Hello, hello. We are back with some more Final Fantasy XVI. You were in the middle of a quest. So I guess we're getting back to that. Well, let's get started then. Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some more Final Fantasy XVI. In the last one, we were mainly just doing some side quests as well as working on the new main quest, which is to help out Cid's daughter, Mid, um, who is building a workshop at the hideaway. And so we did some various things for her already, getting tools and such. But now we need to get a carpenter, and our carpenter at the hideaway was too busy, so we're out here looking for the carpenter of Martha's Rest. Not sure what could possibly be out here. Last time we also hunted some targets down and stuff like that. There was one that we couldn't find, so maybe we'll look for it today again. But anyways, let's get back to the main quest for now, and then we'll see where it goes. We have not been over here because this area was locked off the first time we came here. Oh, it put me further away. I was like, I was already down there, I thought. I think reloading the game put me further away.
Hi, if it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care.
Alright, guess we're exterminating all the fiends around here. Might be a boss or something over here.
This shouldn't take long.
Okay. So let's get used to using these again. Oh, what? He just walked right through it? Okay. Let's not die to the random enemies, shall we? Oh, I pulled him down and then it attacked someone else. Well, I didn't really get much health back out of that, but... Those perfect windows, I guess we have them all enhanced, but they seem very easy to hit. More. Oh, it's a guy. By guy, of course, I mean a wyvern. Or whatever. Alright, this seems to be going pretty well so far. Oh, that's not how I wanted to do that, but I couldn't dodge because I was turning off the thing, and then I pressed the button again to turn it off again. A dragon talent.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
A day or two.
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Though it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's onto your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
Yeah, you know how to get there?
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything.
Okay, so I kind of want to go over here because that could potentially be where the target we're looking for is. If it's not there, then I guess we're gonna... Oh, I really can't... Why can't I ride... Does this count as a town? I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to explore this little area fast enough to actually use that teleport button, but, I mean, we could teleport other ways, so... Probably gonna be something around this building here. Or not. Inside. There we go. This is It's always interesting in games when you notice that this building is the exact same layout as the building. Like, where was it? I think it's right here. Or was it down here? I don't remember exactly. One of the other buildings. I mean, I guess it would kind of make sense that they would build the same building. But at the same time, they're like in different towns and they're the exact same. And they have, well, the thing that makes them the exact same is that the chest is in the same place. Like, if you live in a house, you're not required to put all your things in the same places as everyone else. Alright. This seems like it's definitely a place where a hunt would take place. But we might not be far enough in the game for this one yet. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here for us. So, let's get out of here then. Any other side quests or anything that we're missing? I don't think so. Ah, these loading screens sure are long, huh? Alright, let's turn in the side quests first. One's right here. The other one's across the universe. Which kind of takes us right past the main quest.
Clive, sorry again for sending you all that way. But you did get my order, didn't you?
Don't worry. I have it.
Plus
I
some
believe this
extra.
will more than satisfy your needs.
Let's see here. One bolt of red, one bolt of blue. What's this? I don't recall ordering any silk or velvet or... Is this gold work? Krieger's ghost. If that devilet of a draper expects me to pay for these...
You needn't worry on that score, Hortense. They were a gift. For services rendered. I can always return them if you like.
Oh no, oh, there's no need to be hasty now, Clive. I'm sure I can put all three to good use. Speaking of which one's most to your liking?
I don't know.
I assume this is gonna give us like an outfit of some sort. This one? I mean, this one matches Clive's aesthetic the most. Let's go with that
This one, I suppose.
I wish they'd, like, show me them.
Did you know she's quite the little seamstress?
I know needlecraft was amongst her lessons at the castle.
Her lessons? Oh, that's right. The two of you were raised together in Rosalith, weren't you?
Not quite together, but when my father put down the uprising in the Northern Territories, Jill was taken as a ward to ensure that her father, the Silvermane, would keep the peace.
She's an honest-to-goodness princess then, isn't she? I could tell, you know. Some people just have that air about them. Not many round here, mind. I'd offered to sew her something that might better suit her station. But she'd most likely turn me down, as she always does. Tell me not to waste the fabric when it's better used on the children.
Don't take it the wrong way. She certainly seems to be attached to the last outfit you made her.
Oh, sometimes I think she never takes it off.
Or perhaps she'll make something for herself with your gift. Either way, I'm sure she won't turn it down.
We'll see, I suppose.
It's a lot of XP and points for this random side quest.
Lady Hortense said she'd give us our dresses.
Alright, I still haven't decided yet if I should talk to Mid on the way by here. Guess I should do this. Probably have at least one of these to pick up.
Today, Clive. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
An empty shard. I don't
All
know.
yours.
How close are we? We're like, if we had done that one hunt board mission, then I feel like we would have had enough right now. Which one was it? It was this one, right? Yeah, this guy, Secret. To hunt in the swamps. It's just like so vague about where he is. Just in the swamps surrounding Martha's Rest. They came from the mountains, though. Maybe that's supposed to be a hint, but we pretty much walked all the way over there, right? Unless I just literally missed the one area he was in. And that would have given us enough. That's unlucky. Let's go turn in that other side quest first, and then we'll come back up here. Because I don't know if it's going to start like a whole cutscene to show us
I want to help Miss Middledore.
the workshop.
You were born in Rosalith, weren't you? Must be hard. Hearing what became of the place. How's it coming along?
Nearly there. Just need to get these last boards.
Oh, what a lovely fragrance.
Funny how he jumps. He like skips.
It is rare that we see you so often in the backyard, Sid. What brings you to the gardens?
Turning in your quest, obviously.
I found your flowers.
Yes, wonderful. These are almost identical to the plates in my tome. Did you have any trouble locating them?
Finding them was the easy part, but it's odd. They remind me of my childhood somehow. I don't remember these flowers specifically, but we must have grown them in the castle garden. If the petals are meant to improve the effectiveness of medicines, it's possible that the court physicers grew them for the tinctures and treatments they made my brother.
If the ducal healers were convinced of their properties, that is all the more reason to begin growing our own supply here. Oh, allow me to use some of the flowers you brought me to make something that might aid you on your travels. I need only a moment to extract the essence from the petals.
It's gonna be like a new type of potion or something that I inevitably won't use.
And here we are. A phial of pure Morganbeard extract. A single drop added to any one of your restoratives will increase its potency. At least I hope it will.
Okay. Oh, that gives us enough, though. Necessary for increasing consumable potency. Does that just make all of my consumables more potent now, or do I actually have to do something? You have obtained a phial of Morganbeard extract, hereby increasing the potency of most consumables. Both potions and high potions now restore more HP, while strength, stone skin, and lionheart tonics last longer. Does it happen to tell me the specifics on that? Interesting. I don't remember how much these healed earlier. Wasn't this like 30%? Or was it 40? It would make more sense if it was 40 and 20. It lasts for I can't recall if I've found that. I'd have to like see. I'd have to see the actual area to know if I found that one or not. It also depends on which Dryleaf Dane location you're talking about, right? Is it the one where you fight him?
But I want to help Miss Mididol with her experiment.
Okay. All we have left is the main
All right,
quest then.
Clive? You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Okay, so what are we supposed to... Oh, what's this? Wind up. Which one's wind up? Must be the punch.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Wind up is this one. Yeah, the punch. I don't think I need that one to be a lower cooldown, honestly.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest soon?
Oh, yep, we do have a new side quest. 2 new side quests. We might be able to forge something new as well. We'll have to check on all that afterwards.
Ah, Clive.
Talia, how's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Harpocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
Here's Jill. Oh, hey, Jill.
I'm feeling a lot better, thanks to Talia's remedies. But she insists I rest.
Well, have you considered laying down to rest?
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time, and
She's like
think I
2
can
feet
do it.
away.
I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but there as many die as recover.
Who's dying from you removing these
You're
brands?
the risk.
You don't need me to answer that.
Surely you're
You know
not
full well what
just
we're
like
fighting for.
stabbing them in the face.
I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
Wait, so
Well,
he's supposed to remove brands from people, but he still has his
Fortunately, the
brand?
first thing that he's doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Who's using medicine to dull the pain when removing a splinter? Like, are you kidding me?
just tell me what you need.
You'll go. Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblore like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber.
Okay. We can go here, we go here, go here, and then I guess we also should talk to Gav before we leave.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
Oh, whoops.
You earned this.
Cleric's Medallion.
Best
Plus
of luck out
one
there,
this
Sid.
time. Wait, what's the next amount that we need?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you.
295.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
The one that like increases how much potions heal, right? This one does 40%. I don't think we need that. Especially since our potions just got better anyways.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of curse breakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A cursebreaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but... this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous. But I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easy.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with... The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will try.
I have not played that game. I always get that confused. I don't remember which one's Outer Worlds and which one's Outer Wilds.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her.
But either way, I don't think I'm really interested in either of them.
What do you need? Not saying fortune, do you?
Okay, we got a new sword we can make. Oh, we can make this now. Still can't make this, though. We probably have to kill that last hunt target, the, like, ooze guy. Outer Worlds is like a Fallout game. Yeah, I've never really played the Fallout games. I think I watched... Wait, do I need Scarletite for both of these? I do, and I don't know where to get a second Scarletite. But this one's a bigger increase, so I should probably make this one. Plus, it's the only one I can make right now anyways.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
It's much shorter than a Fallout game. I mean, I feel like... I don't necessarily need games to be short. It kind of just depends on the game, right? Like, sometimes a game definitely overstays its welcome.
Should last you a good while.
But sometimes, like, a draw of the game is that it's so expansive and lots to do. Which is kind of what I feel like Fallout is. I feel like the allure of Fallout is that you can just go do whatever you want. There's a bunch of different side quests that you might not experience and stuff like that. And there's like different paths to go.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and, seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
I don't know if you should say it like that, but
There
okay.
you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here.
Okay, what do you,
I need
why
to
do you
introduce
I
you so
care?
we can get to work.
What do you mean? Just introduce
be
yourself. What? You're telling me they're just like standing in front of each other like, well, Clive's not here, so I guess we don't know who you are. Sometime later.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
She has a really weird style too. Like what the heck is this thing that she puts around her neck?
Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Like she's got like a scarf, but also like the neck of like a coat, only without the coat. Anyways, is there anything down here for me to look at? Doesn't really seem like it.
I think I'll wait till mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon.
I do want to check where that ooze monster is exactly. Maybe we can go hunt it.
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What are we doing?
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
That's ominous.
For your trouble. It was a pleasure.
Oh, hey,
in
it's...
hindsight.
I forgot his name already. Brian, or Byron, of course. Clive's uncle.
Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favorite uncle is here!
Did we tell him where the hideout was, or how did he find it? Meanwhile... Twinside.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmeks empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
There's some weird stuff going on here.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmeks will withdraw.
Also, there's something very wrong with this kid, right? Second son of Emperor Silvestre of the Holy Empire of Sambrek and third of Empress Annabelle, making him half-brother to both Prince Dion and Clive. Okay, and also Joshua, right? His mother has involved him in the affairs of the imperial court since he was a small child. Like, why is he always, like, laying on his mother's lap? It's really weird.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmeks to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
What is up with this flower? Why does he always have this flower delivered to him? Does it say anything about this flower? I don't think so.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, your Radiance, I shall depart at once.
Well, it kind of seems like this Dion guy could become an ally. 'Cause he's not too happy about this whole situation.
May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Whoa, astrology is actually real in this world? That's how you know it's a fantasy world.
So Annabella's tales were true.
Or not.
You
What?
disappoint me, Dion.
What is it? Not astrology, but what's that thing when you think that the stars and stuff actually mean things? Maybe it is astrology. It is astrology. Oh, okay, there we go.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
Okay, so we got our 2 side quests. Guess we might as well go talk to Byron.
The little ones have been up to. There's just one thing after another around here.
Ah, my dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
So he did
Through
just
the good
find it.
offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear.
The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
I don't really know how much money that is in this world. Also, what was his butler's name?
That is all I know.
Does it say what his butler's name was? Because it was really funny. He would always say his butler's name every time he wanted anything. It doesn't say in here. I can't remember his butler's name.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift, and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern
But you
cape?
could fix cut off hands in this world?
Let's say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
Okay, like this is all fine and good, but you're telling me that they came...
So it was the...
Hold up. They arrived right as Kupka took an almost fatal injury and saved him? So that means they not only were perfectly on time, but like he could have been dead within seconds. But they also knew that he would lose because if he wins, there's no way he's going with them. By his own free will, right? He would probably fight them. So he also has to lose to Clive, which predicting that Clive would beat him, it feels like kind of a 50-50 to me. And then, like, it just seems awfully convenient here.
Orders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Wait, are we gonna just, like, destroy another Mother Crystal while we're there?
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop, I hear.
With a little help.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All
Really?
I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
So we're just gonna have to break in there another time then.
Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Why do you care? Like, what did he do to you?
I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
So the question is... Am I just gonna get thrown into this quest right now?
All right, Uncle. We need to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Yeah, I think I'm just getting thrown straight into this quest. So we're probably looking for a stopping spot here soon. Or maybe I'm still allowed to go to other places. Let's go to this other place and do one of the quests, and then we might be out of time by the time we finish that up. I do always find it funny that even though the screen is just black, it still has an FPS associated to it. Wait, is Byron really with me? So I could just do quests with him? I didn't think he would come with me. Yeah, I just don't know. I forgot to check the other hunt target. I was gonna say I just don't know where to go for that giant minotaur dude. I mean, I guess it could be around here.
Now for those herbs.
'Cause this is kind of a mountain area. It does a lot of damage. So maybe Byron's gonna go on the whole mission with us then, if we could just use him for this side quest.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one.
That would probably be bad if we grabbed the wrong one.
Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while.
No.
Put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
We're about to go with Byron to try and kill Kupka. I guess that didn't really take very long, so we could probably go do the other side quest too. What do you mean, wait, I haven't killed him yet? Yeah, I'm just playing the game in the order that the game goes. Look. I chopped off his hands and he escaped. And then in between them trying to figure out where Kupka got spirited away to, I had to help Mid make her workshop. And now Byron came and said that he saw some boats, and then Vivian told me where Kupka is, and now Byron's with me.
Slavers don't even bother with Northridge now they're all the hype on the fleet surf.
Come on.
I mean, one of the episodes that you missed was literally just me doing side quests pretty much. It's not like we get that much done.
Be safe.
Hello, sir.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastman gets to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
Have I explored over here? I don't think I've been over here yet at all.
Faster!
Quietly now.
They're trying to get into the carriage.
Hello, Gigas Bruiser.
Let's try.
Oh. I mean, yeah, if that's before Byron's great moments, then yes, they are still coming. No, don't spin! Got him. I really feel like the whole purpose of having a party with you is just so they deal with the ads.
Who are you? A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Okay, so we might as well just teleport to the hideaway now, right? We'll turn in these 2 quests, and then we'll be done for now. Maybe it's different art.
If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them, woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
It didn't feel like a very good answer, but sure, whatever. Which one's Rising Flame? Is that the first ability you get in the game? I think it is. Alright, and what's the other quest? Oh, right, this dude. And then the Moogle's got some new stuff, too.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you. Which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. I'm sorry. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood.
Oh, this is literally like a trap, but inside people?
Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physicker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. They toil in the shadows, risking life, and yet we have no shortage.
Who's putting on these
The day I decided
brands
that I would take Sid's name.
that they're so carefully like
The same day
crafted?
Taya took my brand.
I remember. It wasn't long after we came here. What little medicine Taya managed to salvage from the wreckage of the old place had been used up treating the wounded. She begged that your operation be delayed until a new supply of antalgics was found. Procedure was even more dangerous back then. Only a few souls had undertaken it. Doris, Cole, a handful of other Cursebreakers, and those who are no longer with us.
And Tarya, as you could see.
Those who lost their lives in the process. It wasn't something to be done lightly.
No. But it was something I had to do, if I was to take Sid's name. He always led from the front, and never asked anyone to take a risk for his cause that he was unwilling to take himself, even if he knew that it might cost him his life. Hold still, Clive! Hold still! I knew there'd be pain. That I might not survive. And I was afraid. But I also knew that if I didn't overcome that fear, that pain, then I would never be able to call myself Sid.
I didn't know.
We all want our brands removed. But it's a decision each of us must make for ourselves, on our own terms. Rodrigue, I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Tyre. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
It seems like there's like a lot of important random stuff in just random side quests that you can do. Anyways, I think that's gonna do it for this one. That should be all the side. I guess we'll talk to Mr. Moogle next time. I'll put us right in front of the Moogle. But should be all the side quests that we can currently do. And so we'll probably get back to main quests in the next one. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. So we'll probably do another one in just a second. I always find it funny when I'm doing other stuff and the game in the background is being affected by the mouse. Alright. Oh, I guess... let's put it on this one. I'm gonna go fill up my water and take a quick bathroom break, and then we'll be back for another one. Okay, I'm back. So, let's get into the next one. Also, I was saying, like, not that Tarja isn't skilled, but that the people making the brands must also be skilled, right? But anyways. Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some more Final Fantasy XVI. In the last one, we did some more side quests, and we finished up Mid's workshop. Now we have to go traveling out with Byron. He helped us with the side quests last time a little bit, so he'll probably be a traveling companion for at least a bit of this main quest coming up. It says there's something new here, so I'm just kind of checking. A creature indeterminate in nature. With every trip through Velcro. Okay, so this is going to be in the desert area that we're going to next, I guess. And then where's this thing? The southern reaches of Rosaria. And then I still don't know how to find this guy. Whatever. There really is no way to track these? Like, that's kind of crazy. That's annoying. Does Nectar, like, do anything else? No. Okay, well, let's teleport over to this new area. And we might just find the hunt while we're walking around here. I don't get why half the time the loading screen is just a black screen. And the other half of the time there's actually a loading screen. The Dalmekian Republic.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Riddle of the Sand. Alright, let's take a look at the map. Oh my gosh, this area is giant. That's going to make it a lot more annoying to find the hunt target. Why'd you go on the other side of this rock, Ambrosia?
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Many years ago, when you
There's
were
red
just a boy,
chocobos here?
you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Great story. Other travelers. So should I go straight to this place? I don't know like how hard I should look for this hunt thing because be anywhere.
Who do you think those soldiers were in the inn?
Man, this area is running at 1 FPS.
Friends, I'd wager. Not that they looked very friendly.
Why did we come here? He just wanted us to walk through here? We're not actually doing anything here? Uh-oh. Someone's upset. That lizard is making a ton of noise for just a tiny little lizard.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Is that a swimming pool over there, or what's going on over there? Torgal, you're gonna get us kicked out of town if you keep acting like this.
Look, there. Those are ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Luda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them?
There's no way we caught up to them already, right?
Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
We just tell our dog to go play. Surely he won't terrorize the natural wildlife around here. Also, Clive's armor stands out way too much.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Wait, why didn't we let Byron talk? Also, why are we following this lady? That's Joshua's attendant, Yota or whatever. What are the odds? If we just knew to go upstairs, we could see Joshua.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But You must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Surely she would recognize Clive, right? Maybe? I mean, has she ever seen Clive? I have no idea.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Oh.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Yeah, well, don't say it out loud.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Byron, you're the worst spy ever.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
What are you doing?
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
He's eating? Yeah, I can see that, but now's not really the time.
Try it.
Oh, what? Where'd you come from?
Bravo, my boy. Just like that.
Thanks, Byron. I'm glad that you helped me earlier when we were doing random side quests, but when it comes to fighting these guys, he's just like, nah, I don't feel like it. Oh, we have a lot of ability points. But I don't really know what I should... Oh, I guess I could buy the limit break upgrade now, huh?
For your trouble.
I like how he just kind of like gives a bunch of money to
Good
everybody.
advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
I don't know, so does she know who that is or not?
Now's our chance.
But why are they trying to sneak out? Does she not want them to get spotted by Clive? It's not like Clive's gonna come looking for them, right?
Fine.
Maybe she just assumes that they're gonna come investigate this place because Clive just caused trouble. Why did it take this long for the feather to glow if Joshua's been here the whole time? And how does he know it's that door? Surely he left something behind as a clue, right?
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Joshua still doesn't like carrots? I totally didn't even catch that. I don't even remember him not liking carrots at the beginning.
Where are you?
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Rawlers said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Wait, is that like groundbreaking news? Like we couldn't have figured out that they took him to the Fang on our own? I wanted to buy this upgrade. And now we could save up for one of those super abilities or something.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Our map here is... I guess we could check this shop on the way out.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid.
And that she has that inn.
Have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
So you're telling me, like, that we couldn't walk up these rocks over here and just get around the gate? Like, I could walk up this. This is not rocket science here. Anyways,
Anything I can interest you in?
do you have anything cool? What is this? Lightning rod. I don't care about that one.
Fare you well.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake.
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Wait, isn't the inn like literally named like the Dalamil Inn? Why do we not start there? Are we stupid? Like, yeah, this whole area is called like the Dalamil Inn. Is there not? Is this the whole area, or is there actually an inn? Because that's where I would start.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you...
That's not the most suspicious question anyone's ever asked.
Don't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
If I was looking for the person with the most money, where would I find him?
You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
You say so, Byron. We are definitely gonna get arrested if we keep letting Clive ask questions.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
It always goes a lot better when we let Byron ask the questions. Is there anything over here?
Let's go and find out exactly what this Furter knows.
Aha. Goblin coin.
Hanging lanterns, keep...
Excuse me. Are you Furter?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
That was shockingly easy.
Do you you think we can trust him?
No.
Only as far as I think.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Alright. Time to beat everyone up for their insolence. This seems like an appropriate use of force. And Gouge just sucks at doing damage, huh? Is this ability ready yet? Oh, hello. That's pretty good XP for a very easy fight.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
What does that mean?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in. Your skill with a blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord.
Why did he say her name in quotes?
To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
What does that mean? Is this like another... I mean, I guess Sid... The place that Sid has known in every single town has just been a brothel, so it's probably just that again, right?
Lights and butts!
Needed to a silken soft.
Wait, was that a...
Like eating a
Oh.
cloud with a crust.
Never mind. I thought it was a chest.
My carpets have...
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to
I
make.
feel like you're just making quick
Oh,
judgments.
it must have been years since Sid last saw her.
We still don't know the answer.
Him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity?
I'm...
Why, trust. Everyone
Okay,
knows that.
never mind.
Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have.
Great.
And so
Thank
for
you.
you, I too have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we? Why, you...
You really think this guy's gonna stop us if we wanted to kill this dude?
What do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
That's a weirdo.
So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're gonna listen to this swaggering scruff.
Byron does not like that this guy is a young guy.
It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
Yeah, I'm starting to think it was like his mom or something.
A man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want.
Unless he like made up the name and he's actually a evil genius.
Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid.
Man, isn't that the vaguest request anyone has ever made?
Trouble! If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, greybeard. What catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar?
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer.
Let's not separate. You're already a loose cannon as it is.
Good luck, Uncle.
No. Surely nothing could go wrong if we let our very irritated uncle
We were the only ones causing trouble in Delamil.
run around the town. I guess I'll just follow the objectives. Why did I come out here? Oh.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
You're telling me that this guy just expects me to solve this whole thief problem, like, in an afternoon? And he couldn't do it himself?
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
There's not a way around here.
A deposit?
How's it going, Byron? You figure it out yet?
Information, my good man.
The juiciest meat warm from the oven. You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Oh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking, with pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use.
Jesus. What a person.
Back at the inn by now.
The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
Why is the tavern shut?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture.
Hey, Byron gave you a bunch of money.
Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm
Probably.
looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Wait, why are the guards actually coming after us, or was that just a threat? What do you mean he's upstairs? Did I miss something? Like in here? No?
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
He's gonna get himself into trouble, isn't he? Why is that guy walking so slow? He's like, "Oh, I can't even walk that slow. It's not even an option in this game." Third box? There is a box. 2 goblin coins.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small
500,000 what, Gil?
to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
So we're just under the assumption that there's only a few guards participating in this?
Let me treat you.
Because if it was all of them,
I need to drink.
surely we wouldn't be solving the problem right now. We'd just be getting ourselves into more trouble.
Fucking men of the wrong.
Hey, a box. What are you doing, dog? How do I leave? Not this way.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of Gazal greens.
Won't you come and play, handsome?
Excuse you? Ah, jeez.
Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress.
Needed to a silk.
What? Oh. I accidentally read that sign while trying to jump through the streets. I was very confused. I thought it was like an error message. I was like, once I go flat, what? Alright, can we summon Ambrosia? Oh my gosh, it's so far away. Anything cool around here? Doesn't look like it. Found an item. Desert roses. Oh, leave me alone. Sorry to bother you. Okay, we gotta go all the way around. Why is Byron's chocobo so much faster than mine? Potion.
I'll take it from here.
Aren't we gonna have to fight them either way? Like, how are we gonna solve the problem if we don't fight them?
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem. My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both.
Okay. Guess we're fighting now.
It's not over yet, Uncle. Good. I'm just getting warmed up.
Uh-oh. Shoot me with something. Bring it on. Or not. Alright, fine. We gotta get to that healer. He's healing. What? You hit me while I was stabbing him on the ground? Who's next? Whoever's fighting Torgal over here. Oh, this guy. Torgal can't kill him because he just keeps healing himself. Well, you did good, Torgal. You tried your best. He was cheating anyways.
Fire and flame.
No, not this guy. This guy. They brought chocobos? Can I pick up the chocobos? No, I cannot.
It's over.
We almost leveled up.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking Crystal's men for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
So, is he actually gonna help us, or was that just step one of the favors he wanted? Sometime later. They do love that sometime later.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the...
Here, wear this.
Ah, yes, another insignia to put on our thing. Another seal.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Do we have to say it like that?
Stelan. Tu Isaac Elith.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Now, surely we leveled up. We're level 31. I have no idea what level we're supposed to get to. Leveling up just kind of seems to be stats in this game anyways. Well, there's some side quests around here. Let's grab the side quests. We're kind of running out of time here, but...
Even forged a button. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that, or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? There's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. Right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
You'd think that this guy could have done these steps on his own.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I better get to it.
Okay, so it's all gonna be in town.
My carpets have private place.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Everything I've worked for. All those years of toil. Every coin I...
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need.
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source, but I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned them. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you, go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell...
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
Don't gotta be so dramatic about it. Alright, that one's outside of town a little bit. Let's try and do the stuff that's in town here. Speak with the townspeople.
I'll be asking for you again, my sweet.
I don't know where the butcher is supposed to be. Not here.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of Gazal greens.
Is it this person? Doesn't seem like it. Maybe upstairs?
They've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Oh, here.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry.
Hunter?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife?
Oh. Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. Your knife snaps every time you use it. You'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
Alright, now where can we find the butcher? What the heck's going on over there? There's like those bomb things just jumping around. That's kind of the funny thing about the Final Fantasy universe is... like, there's a lot of normal animals that, like, could make sense. And then there's just, like, some absurd things that, like, don't fit in at all and just look like cartoon characters. I'm guessing he might be upstairs. Oh, nope, he's here.
Needed to a silken softness, like it.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense. So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Hardly a revelation.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalimil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalimil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Luba wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light, meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Okay, bye. Is the quest done, or... Was all the way back there? Okay, we'll do this quest. We'll save the other quest for next time, because I didn't realize that this quest was going to make us go on a desert adventure.
Let's go.
It is kind of funny that chocobos are like the basic horses in this world.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
Limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly.
This is quite the little quest, huh?
Or just throw it in the furnace.
Where are we going? I think it's this one.
Good girl.
Yeah, after we finish this quest, we'll be done.
back to the stables, girl.
I'm glad that all of our, like, pets and animals and stuff just know how to take care of themselves.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
We get off of Ambrosia, and Ambrosia just puts herself in the stable.
Well, we can make our way back to the Fang now, at least.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubo?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Alright, random story thing.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
First, we need to do these quests, Byron.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Sava needs.
We could probably run back faster than we could teleport, so...
We should get going soon.
Finally, we'll be able to get what's owed us.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Yes, they're quite sweet.
The heck's this?
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
Sometime later.
That'll do, I reckon.
Will it?
A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalimil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
Is it? Looks a little
I
bit
only hope Master
ragged.
Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalimil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalimil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava: know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalimil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Well, I mean, at least that quest was worth a lot for our troubles. Anyways, that's probably gonna do it for this one. We made it through the Dalimil Inn area. We can now move on to the next part. We also figured out who Sid's friend was around here, and I guess he's now our friend, kind of. But yeah, that's gonna do it for now. Next time we have another side quest to do, but it seems like we could do it along the way. And that's gonna do it. So hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Alrighty, that's gonna do it for today. Let's save it up. It's weird that this doesn't tell you how long you've played, it just tells you when you saved. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you enjoyed. And I guess that's gonna do it for this week. You're doing Helldivers? Probably not. I'm gonna end the stream there, and then I'll figure out what to do. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully you made some more progress on Elden Ring.